Okay, so if you've been creating content lately and it feels like no one's listening, man, I can feel you and I feel your pain because I've had a lot of conversations with people lately. And it's actually not because you're not visible. It's actually because your audience is blank. They are so overstimulated with all the content. It's no longer enough to just have clear words. We need to resonate. We need to have an aura that is literally attracting our most dream clients, the ones that are like our fan club. And if we're not in alignment in our aura, guys, this is why we're not visible. Okay. This is why things aren't working the way that we want them to. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the profile lines, the 1-3, the 1-4, the 5-1, and the 5-2. These are the deep thinkers. These are the researchers. And your profile is what I liken to kind of your personality, but it works really well with marketing strategies and how to figure out which marketing strategy is going to work best for you. So stick around. That's what we're talking about. Hey guys, I am Rachael Weaver and I teach soul-led coaches, course creators, and beautiful souls the art and energy of messaging that sells through human design. And inside my magnetic messaging club is where clients learn how to express themselves, to write content, to create packages and offers, and all in alignment with who they are and what they came here to say. So let's dive into this topic of profiles and marketing. How can we use our profile in our marketing? These specific profiles, the 1-3, the 1-4, the 5-1, and the 5-2, basically essentially the 1 line and the 5 line. These profiles are the teachers. They lead through mastery. They are incredibly smart and know a lot. You know so much that you almost feel like you don't know enough. Like you're one of those people that realizes that there's more to learn always. But I want you to remember always that you know way more than you think you do. And you can absolutely help people now without a certification. So think about this. If you're a 1 line, you are often the one that's doing the research, getting the certifications. You probably have a few degrees. You're oftentimes really big high achievers, people that are really good with school. They are just the intense investigator. I go to my 1 line friends when I want a Cliff Notes on a subject. I'm like, I know you know a lot about this. Can you give me the Cliff Notes version of it? Because that's what the 1 line can do. Like they've done the research. Now they can help you so you don't have to do that research. The 5 lines are the problem solver energy. You can see where there's a problem and you know how to fix it. You are meant to translate these complex ideas into practical, usable frameworks. It's really important as a 5 line to have some kind of framework. Usually you do. I feel like I don't think I've met a 5 line yet that didn't have some kind of framework within their business. But if you don't, for some reason, that is like your number one thing is to think about what is the process that you go through. So when we combine these the 1 line and the 5 line, you're incredible teachers. You're the strategists, the mentors. You're the people that we come to because you know a lot. And we know that somewhere in that vast knowledge is something that we don't know and we want to learn from you. The flip side of this, before we get into marketing strategies, is the shadow of it. And I want you to be aware of this because it slows down a lot of 1 and 5 lines, and that is the shadow. It's the shadow of needing one more certification, needing to know more, that somehow the framework isn't perfect enough, or that the content isn't perfect enough. You haven't got enough results from it. Like there's something that's still quote unquote missing before you can truly go all in on it. And this is the shadow. I want you to recognize it as for what it is. It's just a shadow. It's just a story telling you, trying to keep you safe so that that beautiful knowledge that you have isn't able to go out into the world. So it's like the 1-3 who's built 17 PDFs but never launches, or the 5-1 who's written 20 pages of notes but never actually posts on social media, or the 5-2 that's hiding behind automations and hates going on social media, making herself feel seen or showing up on video. They're hiding behind the business instead of being in front of it. Again, nothing wrong with being behind the scenes and being a little bit more reserved, but unless it's coming from a shadow, right? Really being true with yourself. Are you showing up or not showing up because you're afraid of something? Or is that truly how you want to do your business? It's a very fine line. Okay. So in our marketing, the messaging comes alive when your marketing and the strategies are all incongruent. They feel easy for you. So a lot of 1-3s, 1-4s love teaching. Obviously, you have a lot of knowledge. So webinars are really good for you, in-depth blog posts, signature frameworks, like places that you can really teach. Even in your programs, how are you structuring your programs so that you're teaching? Are you breaking things down into digestible videos? Are you in your launching, are you doing a challenge or is it a webinar? Like, how are you giving the information to people and really sharing your knowledge with them in an easy to digest way? 5-1s are best when they're clearly defining a problem. We hear this a lot in copy, but 5-1s, really, what is the problem you're solving? Really be clear what that is. You can look at your undefined centers. You can look at other aspects of human design. You can talk to your ideal clients. What are they struggling with? Usually it's a combination of all the things, but what is the problem that you're solving? And then solving it, right? And offering a easy to follow framework that solves the problem. That's the 5-1. You see the problem, you offer a easy to follow framework so that it's taking that projection off of you. You've probably heard if you're a 5-line that 5 lines are projected on as saviors. People will feel like you can save them with what you're offering, right? You don't want that. What you want is just, here's what you need to do. Here are all the steps. You can go and do it. I can be here to answer questions. I can be here to offer support, but I'm not here to like save your sinking ship. I'm here to give you the life vest and you're saving yourself. That's the point of the 5-1 is you're solving this problem, but you're giving them a simple to follow instructions. The 5-2, though, I want you thinking about how you can automate depth. This is like a evergreen masterclass library or templates, things like that. You're taking your knowledge, all the things that you have up here, and you're putting them into a place that people can go and pick and choose the parts and things that they really want. Still focusing on, I would say, problems and solutions, having a mini course library or something like that where people can pick and choose the different problems that they have and put them all together. Then now I want to talk about AI and bringing in AI to this equation because it's everywhere. I love it. I love using it to basically take my ideas and brain dump things in and have it find the threads. It's just less labor intensive for me. And I don't have a lot of time. I know you probably don't have a lot of time. So let's use AI as a publisher. We're going to use the research modes, the deep research modes. We're going to use our knowledge. What have we done? The experience that we've had putting that into chat and having chat pull out the threads, the pieces that are important. What are the cliff notes of all this deep research and helping you suss out exactly what your process needs to include. So a prompt, I would love for you to try this prompt and then come back and write in the comments like what your AI gave you. But you're going to say, I'm whatever profile in human design. A 3-part content plan that demonstrates authority, depth, while staying true to my profile energy. Ask me any questions you need to give the best output. Now, I do want to caution a little bit because sometimes chat does get things wrong in human design. However, it is just helpful it's going to give you really good feedback on how you can think about things differently. And this is what I love about AI is that it is like a co-creator with me. I'm not blindly taking whatever chat tells me and doing it. I'm putting it through my own filters and my own knowledge, but it's helping me think outside of the box when I can only see one way. So maybe telling it even what your marketing strategy is and say, how can I align this more to my 5-1 profile or something like that, right? Where you're using it as a co-creator in your business. So do that. Come back and tell me. I would love to know. So that's the key on all the authority profiles is that marketing starts the moment that your energy is felt in your content. So when you are showing up in a way that feels like you, that is you, saying the things that only you can say, that's when your marketing starts to work. It's when it feels more effortless, where you can show up regardless of what is actually happening. It doesn't matter whether the sales are coming through in this moment because you know that you're you. You know the inevitability of your decision that your business is amazing, that you're here to do this work, that there's no other option. It doesn't matter if things don't look exactly the way you want them to right now because they will in the future because you know you're aligned with yourself, with your own authentic energy, with your human design. So, if you're curious about more of this work, you can grab your codex, which is a custom report on how to use your human design in your messaging. I also give you prompts to use AI and help program your AI with your human design. Or there's also information on the club. It is my signature offer where we go into depth on creating your magnetic message. What is the thing that only you can say in this world? Like only you, like this is it. You and only you are the one to say this. And that's what's going to attract your ideal clients. And then we implement it into sales pages and emails and content and all the things. But what is the one thing you're here to say? Information down below. I do have a bonus right now. If you join the club, you get a 1-to-1 session. So DM me over on Instagram if you want more information on that. And I'll see you in the next episode. We're going into the 2 lines. All right. Bye.